Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can create this professional business newsletter in Word. So let's open a new document, and the first thing we're going to do is to search for our image. Now you may have your own image, but if you go to Insert, go to Pictures, click on the drop down, go to Stock Images. Word has a library of its own images, and at the top here has a search bar, so I'll just type in business people. You can type in whatever you like, and then you can go through this and select a picture of your choice. I've selected this one here, so I'm just going to click in this circle at the top and click Insert. So once your image is inserted, you won't be able to move it. So what you have to do is to select it, go to Picture Format, go to Wrap Text and select in front of text. Now you can move it around your document. So now I'm just going to resize it so it'll fit entirely across my page. Then obviously I want the gentleman's head here, but I want everything over the other side on this side. So I want to flip this image around. So select it, again we'll be in Picture Format, go to Rotate and select Flip Horizontally. And I've got quite a lot of this picture and I want to crop it to about here. So once again, select it, Picture Format, Crop, and then you'll see this little black marker. Just click on it and put it up to where you want your picture to end. Maybe I'm going to go a little bit further here, and then just press Enter, and you've cropped that image. So now to insert, I'm going to put in all the graphics. We're going to go to Shapes, click on the square, click and draw out a rectangle, and then just pop it over your image. You can adjust this at any time. You don't have to worry too much about the size of this image. Just place it roughly where you want it. Then all I'm going to do is copy and paste this. There's two ways you can do this. Well, there's lots of ways you can do it. The way everyone knows is to select it, go to the Home tab and press Copy, deselect it and press Paste. You've got another one. I find the quickest way, select it, hold down your Alt or Option key, click and drag. And that's the easiest way to paste another element in Word. So I'm going to pop that down below, and as you can see, these two don't fit, so I'm going to have to make a compromise. I'm just going to move these up to where I want them. Deselect, move this one down to the bottom. So I know that I want about this gap at the bottom here, and around about this gap at the top here. So once again, select them both by holding down the Command or Control key. You can make both selections. And then with this one, I'm just going to pull that down a little bit, deselect, and then move this one up, because I do want these to be the same size. So both of these have got a border line around the outside, and I'm going to change the color as well. So select them both. Go to Shape Format, go to this icon here, which is the outline, and go to No Outline. And then with the Shape Fill, I'm just going to change them both for now. So you can select from any of these colours, but you can also select from more fill colours. Now I think it's really important that you try to match your colours of these with a colour within this photograph. It could be a brownie colour, could be a bluish colour, blackish colour, it doesn't matter. But you can use this little icon in the middle of the circle to move it round. You've also got this brighten and darker slider here. Now you can obviously move it round to try and match those colours. It's a slightly greeny bluey colour in the background here. You can make it darker. Your final colour will appear here. But if you're lucky enough to have this eyedropper tool, you can simply click on it, move it anywhere in the image, and you can simply click on a colour of your choice. Just click, and you can see it will appear here. Then just press OK, and you can see now Word has changed that colour. Not only that, is if you click on the bottom one to change it and you want to keep it to the same tone, you can go back up to Shape Fill, go back to more fill colours, and now you can see we've got this chosen colour, and all you need to do is to brighten it, and it's in the same colour tone, and click OK. So with both of these, I'm going to select them both again by holding down the Command or Control key. Then I'm going to go to Shape Format, and over here we've got a Format pane icon. I'm going to select that. You can go to this bucket icon here, which refers to the fill and line colour of these two boxes. Click on the drop down for fill, and go down to this transparency slider, and I'm just going to reduce the transparency of these boxes a little bit, particularly the top one here. And then down at the bottom one, I'm going to reduce that even further to make it a little bit brighter. Okay, I've just made these two boxes just a tiny bit wider, and you can do that again by selecting them both and just pulling them over. So now to our text, I'm going to go to Insert, Text Box, Draw Text Box. Just going to click and draw out a text box, and then I'm going to insert some text. Then if I deselect this box, you can see I've got this white background and also a black border. I'm going to get rid of both of those. So select it, go to Shape Format, go to the outline and select No Outline, and Shape Fill again, No Fill. And then with this text here, I can just go to the Home tab. If my cursor's not inside, I can just make adjustments. If it is inside, just deselect, reselect the box, and then you can make adjustments without having to click and drag and select all of the text. I'm going to turn my text white, so this is the font color, and select white. I'm going to change my font to Avenir. I'm also going to change it to bold and increase the font size. If you want to adjust the case of your font, you can use these in here. I can make all of these capitalize each word, make it more of a sentence if I want to. And then I can move that up. What it is a good idea to do is to make this box here the width you're looking at for your text, because if you make it too wide, then sometimes the text can go over a little bit too far for your margin. So I tend to make it as wide as I want for my text. Then what's important to do is to drag this over to as far as you can without pushing one of the characters onto the next row, because then you've got an equal distance of margin, and then when we go to line them up, they will be in the center. You can obviously centralize this text if you want to, or you can just keep it over to the left. I'd quite like to keep it over to the left here. So now if I'm happy with this box, what I'm going to do is copy and paste it, hold down the Alt or Option key, click and drag. And then I'm going to put some more text in here. Now, if you're not sure of what text to put into your newsletter, then I can highly recommend going to ChatGPT, typing in here exactly what you're looking for. It could be, so here I've typed in 4 business bullet points with no more than 5 words in each, and it will give you exactly what you want. You can have a look at it, check it, and then you can simply copy and paste. It's a really easy way of coming up with all of those words and text in your newsletter. So I'm just going to paste in some text here. I'm sure you don't want to watch me type. And then once again, I'm going to copy and paste that text box here, deselect them both and reselect this one, then go to Font, Color, and just select Automatic. And then I'm just going to Command or Control A will select all of your text, and I'm just going to paste in a title. And again, moving down to just place in some more text. Now where we've got bullet points, it's important to be able to line up those bullet points with this text here. So let's just borrow another box, copy and paste, and move it down. So for the alignment, I'm just going to zoom in for a moment. For the alignment with these, because I can't use the alignment tool, what you need to do is, as you move this, you can see it's quite clunky. Hold down the Alt or Option key as you've moved it. Hold the bullet points and line them up with the text above. You can see I've just lined it up with this C here. And then just use your arrow keys to move the text down, which will mean it's perfectly in line with that text. However, if I just firstly line everything up, so select the box at the top here, hold down the Command or Control key and select all of your text boxes. I'm not going to select this one, and then select this background box as well. You can see we've selected all of that. Go to Shape Format, go to Align and select Align to Center, and it will line up all of those boxes equally, as long as you've got everything lined up to the left hand side. If you've got it centered, that's fine, it will center all that text as well. So now that's all perfectly lined up, you just need to look at the alignment of the text and spaces. Again, with this, that may not be lined up now. So just grab it again, hold down the Alt or Option key, line it up with a C. Let's just move out, and then I'm just going to use my arrow key to move that down to exactly where I want it. So now with this section here, once again, I'm just going to borrow a text box. insert some text for my title, and again I can move this down anywhere I like, but I'm going to try and move it an equal distance between here and here, and then another text box. It doesn't really matter which one it is, because all you're going to do is pop your text in, just select it all and then delete it, then enter in your text. You can make the customizations with everything up here regarding your font sizes and your font color. Now with this one here, I think it's important to try to line it up with the bottom here. You can do that by increasing or decreasing the font size. And you can see I've also got these titles in bold as well. That's going to make a difference as well. But also between the bullet points, if you put your cursor, you can see I'm currently on 14. If I want to reduce the size of that, just go to the lowest font size, 5, and you can see that I've reduced the distance between each of those bullet points just to ensure I've got maximum space. I'm just going to move this up, and then I can move this down, and then again what I'm going to try to do is align it with the bottom of this box here, or you can line it up with the text here. It's up to you, depends on the space you've got, but again I'm going to try and make these bullet points an equal distance between the box and the bullet point and the edge. Now you can see here that I have moved this text in line with this, but this text at the top here is at an awkward design level here. So what I'm actually going to do is to move that down, and I'm going to line that text up with the bottom of the box. Then I'm going to select this box here, and I'm going to copy it holding down the Alt or Option key. Then I'm going to reduce the size of it, and I'm going to line it up. Let's just zoom in. I'm going to line it up with the bottom of this one here, then just use my arrow keys to move it across, and I'm then going to try and line it up with this bullet point here, so I have made sure that I've tried to line it up and make it make sense in the whole composition. It's really important with this that you haven't got elements that are not lined up with other elements, because it will jar the eye. So do make sure that there is some logic to your lining up of text, boxes, titles and additional graphics. So once you're finished, just check it all, zoom out, make sure it's all lined up, then you can save this as a Word document, or if you go to File, Save As, you can go down to the bottom here, you can save it as a PDF, sorry it's just off the screen, a PDF file here, or you can actually save this as a template. So go to File, Save as Template. You can go to the Templates file here, then make sure it's on Microsoft Word template there at the bottom on the drop down. Then name your document and simply click Save. Now, if you cannot be bothered to do all of this but you like the design, I will leave a link in the description below where you can download it. So I hope that's helped you today. If it has, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.